All right, team, how we doing? Coach Dana Cavalea here with the Becoming a Champion show. And today I'm going to talk to men out there. I got a special message for you, and it has to do with something that is very, very personal to you, to me, to us. And that is our potential, right? Our potential. You know, I work with a lot of high performance men. That's who I coach. And the one thing that they all have in common when they reach out to me for coaching is this: Coach, I feel like I could do so much more. Coach, I feel like I should be so much further ahead than I am right now. Coach, I feel like there's so much more for me. Coach, I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing right now. These are the magic questions that a lot of men have for themselves. And they're powerful questions. They're important questions. And they're questions that need answers, because if the questions don't have answers, there's something that happens. And that something is frustration. Men that can't answer those questions have frustration. They get frustrated. They get irritated. They get worked up. They feel agitated day in and day out. And ultimately, they become miserable. And if you're in a state of frustration, I always say frustration is nothing more than an indicator that change is needed. So if you're feeling frustrated, realize this: you got to make a change. You can't wait. You've probably been contemplating, debating, kicking things around for too long. So what we have to do is we got to get you in a box, right? We got to box you up. That's what I do as a coach. When someone comes to me with any of those concerns, I box you up and I say, look, I got to figure out with you, what is the vision? What's the vision that you have? What's your main objective, right? So we get that. The next box underneath is what I call your strategy box. So I help you to identify your vision. We identify from there, what that main objective is. Underneath, we come up with the strategy, which is nothing more than, okay, what are we going to do to get there? What are we going to do? What's the path that we're going to take in order to achieve the objective and mission? What are we going to do there? And vision. Okay, so we got our objective and our vision and mission. Underneath, we have our strategy. And then the last thing we have is our day-to-day action/actions. What are they? And we do those every single day, which is really just executing on strategy. It's strategy distilled down to action. And we do that every single day. And the coaching comes in, and that is the accountability. And it's saying, hey, over the last 7 to 14 days, what did we do in terms of our execution on our daily work? Okay, we did that. That means our strategy is in place. What results did we get that aligned us and got us closer to our goal, vision, right? Main objective. And we manage and monitor, we pivot, we adjust, we micro adjust strategy, and we make micro adjustments to our daily actions if they are not producing what we need them to produce. And we do that over, and we do that over, and we do that over again. And what that does is it gives direction, it gives clarity, it gives purpose, and it gives a feeling and a knowingness that we are moving towards something. And that's where I feel most get jammed up. They get so caught up and obsessed on the vision, on the mission, on the main objective, that they forget about the other two steps. And oftentimes the number one thing that's forgotten is the day-to-day action. Day-to-day action. Like for me, this is one of my day-to-day actions. Creating these educational videos and, vignettes for people that are 5 to 7 minutes to help you optimize your performance. That's a part of the game. That's one of my daily strategies that helps me spread message and get the information out there. Okay. That's how I coach. That's how I bring the message to the world. That is aligned to my strategy, and most importantly, aligned to the vision and to my overall objective. So when someone comes to me and says, look, coach, I'm not clear, I'm confused, I'm not meeting my full potential, I know there's so much more for me, I know right away. They just don't have clarity of vision and a singular objective. They got a very poor strategy, And most likely, as a result of those two, their daily action is absolute doo-doo. So we got to help them get aligned in those three boxes. And then all of a sudden they're like, Coach, I can't believe what I achieved here in the last week. It's been amazing. I feel so focused. I feel locked in again. I feel like I used to feel when I was in pursuit of my first passion, my first career, my first whatever, where I had success. And that's what it's all about. So that's what I want for you. I want you to ask yourself, hey, do I have a vision and a singular, clear, overarching objective? Yes or no? Do I have a strategy that's aligned to that? Yes or no? And do I have clear daily action that are aligned, or actions that are aligned to my strategy and to my overall objective and vision and mission? And if you can't answer yes to all of those, and you don't have a way of tracking and monitoring, and you don't have accountability that's in set intervals, I want you to reach out. I want you to reach out. I want you to click below. I want you to get on the calendar, and we got to get you going. That's how we're going to do this. Okay? So this is easy stuff, but it's very hard to do in your own head. When you're in your own head, I always say when you're in your own head, you're dead, because you have no body to wait to bounce things off of. Your wife doesn't want to hear it, right? So we got to come up for you with this overall strategy, this overall objective, and the day-to-day actions that help you win. So that's what I got for you. Get on the calendar, click below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Let's get after it. Let's keep on winning, winning, winning. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.